Hello, welcome to AEMBA 720. This is week 2. I have all your questions and answers from the book The Goal. I'm going to have all those graded by this weekend, and then what I'm going to do with all those is compile them into a document. I'll send you that document, and that way the book's a bit overwhelming in that it talks about a lot of different concepts. When you have this document that summarizes all these questions and answers, then you'll kind of have a nice reference if you ever want to go back and try to remember something from the book. You'll have a good starting point, and then you'll have a document that has a lot of the key concepts in it. So I'll get that to you. This week you're going to be doing a simulation called Process Analytics. The reason we do the simulation is the book The Goal talks about a lot of good concepts. You read it, you understand it, that's fine. What we want to do though is take the next step, which is, have you actually internalized these ideas? Can you apply these ideas in an actual situation correctly? So the idea of the simulation is to take your learning one step further. You're going to be doing 5 problems. Each problem has sub-processes to it. So be sure you complete all 5 problems. It should take you about an hour and a half to 3 hours to do all of it. So if you're done in a half an hour, my guess is you only did problem 1. Problem 1, for example, has 3 sub-processes to it. You need to answer all the questions for all those processes. So for question 1, there's about 22 questions for problem 1. At the end of the 22nd question, there's a submit button where you can submit your answers. Make sure you submit your answers. That'll save all your work to that point. You don't have to do all 5 problems at one time. If you want to do 1 problem one day and 3 problems the next day, that's fine. Just make sure you hit the submit button though to save all your answers that you've had to that point. Those are going to be due midnight on Sunday. A couple of you emailed me and said that that's been your traditional due time for assignments and that you'd prefer to have that for consistency. So 11:59 on Sunday night Eastern Time. Please have those answers to me, and then I'll be able to access them through the Harvard website. One last point I wanted to make is that we've talked a lot about manufacturing to this point. The book The Goal is a manufacturing-based book. This simulation is generally manufacturing in its examples, and just realize that all the ideas that we're talking about apply to a service industry as well as manufacturing. For example, do you have paperwork in the business that you're in the position that you're in? My guess is you wait for paperwork and you also submit paperwork for others, and that there's bottlenecks in that process. There's batch sizes in that process. There's issues, all kinds of issues in terms of how that paperwork gets processed. So realize that even though we're talking about manufacturing examples, all these ideas have service applications for you as well. So good luck with the simulation. If you have any questions, let me know. All the registration information you need is with this email that you just received. If anything happens, you have trouble accessing it, give me an email or just give me a call. We can work through those issues pretty quickly and get you going. So good luck with the simulation. I'll have another YouTube video and an email for you next Tuesday morning, and that will address everything that we're going to talk about in week 3. Thanks.